Hello, everyone. Welcome to twitch.tv/the Onyx Path. My name is Travis. My pronouns are he and they, and when I'm not running or playing in games, I am writing them. But today we have gathered for a brand new episode of Scarred Lands Sins of Shelzar. This is our fifth episode of season 4. Things have gotten a bit hairy for the folks in our party, but that's okay. We will be pressing forward and just seeing where adventures take us. But before we dive into that, a couple things I do want to make sure that everybody's aware of. First off, we are currently put in the wrong code. We are currently raising funds for the World Below over at BackerKit. World Below is a dark fantasy / survival horror game. It's amazing. It's incredible. It uses StoryPath Ultra. It's the first full game released for it. I had the extreme honor and pleasure of working on not only the powers, but on a couple of the sort of organizations within the setting, and it's super cool. Ed Greenwood worked on it, which is also both cool and insanely mind-blowing. So if you've not yet done so, please head over to BackerKit. I've thrown the link up in chat and grab yourself a copy of The World Below. Also want to make sure that everybody, especially here, knows that we have a bundle of holding for Scarred Lands right now. And there's not much time left on it, so you want to hurry up and grab it quickly. This bundle of holding goes to, a portion of it goes to benefit the Bodhana Group, which is a charity we work with routinely. They work with mental health and the tabletop gaming space. Very cool cause. They have two different bundles you can get there on bundle holding. One is just sort of like a core rule book. I believe it's got I believe it's got Yugman's Guide and a couple of other player resources with it. And then the larger bundle is, I think, everything for 5e is in that bundle. But either one is a huge support and huge help, so definitely go check those out if you've not yet done so. Also wanted to make sure everybody knows that all month long we are working along with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and their Roll for Wishes fundraiser. We have met our goal and we've exceeded our goal, but I would like to exceed our goal further. So if you have a buck or 10 or 100 or 2,000, you want to throw it in there, there's no better cause. So definitely check that out. I am seeing evidence that our good friend Mike is joining us, so I'm going to bring them in from the waiting room. But while I do, let's go ahead and start doing our introductions, and let's start things off with Rachel. If you could please tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, and anything you would like to promote.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I am dealing with a very mischievous cat right now, trying to poke holes in my hand. Why are you doing that, cat? I play Ithrin. We are both she, her, and you can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet as Stolen Fires.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next up, if we could, please, Alan, if you could please give us all of your pertinent details.
Hi, my name is Milena. She, they. I play Alan, she, her. You can find me on Instagram at Milena Moves Mindfully or Milena Deneno, where I post art or yoga and martial arts stuff. And I'm really excited to play today.
Well, we are really excited to have you today. Thank you so much. Next up, Charlong, your pertinence, please.
Hello, I'm Corey, aka Narf on the interwebs. Playing Charlong, both of us, they, them. And I work on a game called Caves of Cud. We have a beta out for the new set of features. It's fun.
Sweet. Definitely head over and check that out at cavesofcud.com or on Steam, or you're on GOG too, right? Pretty much anywhere that people might want to get games, you have a presence. Is that accurate?
Dope. Yes, it is.
All right. next up, I would like to pass things over to Mike, who's just joined us. Mike, please give us all your pertinent details.
Hey y'all, I'm Mike Mutant. I played Nolo, both of us, he, him. I'm not anywhere I want you to see me at right now. So I got no socials right now. For now.
That's it. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Next up, we have Charlie. Your pertinence, please.
I am Sarah Sharnover, she, her, and I play Charlie, she, they, and I'm doing Vlogtober, which is part of the reason that I was exhausted last week, and I'm less exhausted this week, but I'm also real dumb. So, sorry, I'm stupider than usual. That's all I got.
No apologies necessary. I'm sure you will do wonderfully tonight. And last but not least, that brings us over to Lulu. Your pertinence, please.
Hi, I'm Allie DeVries. We're both she, her, and we're excited to potentially fight some gods with with the team because we haven't done that making enough people mad yet. So we got to do them all or nothing, or it doesn't count.
That's a valid point. And it just occurred to me that I switched to calling people by their character names halfway through that. So, whoops. So let's dive right in. When last we met, you all had faced down Frelia after defeating the various creatures that were in the basement of the library at Lokiel. Most of the party was frozen by her, but thanks to some quick thinking by Lulu and some help from the monks at Lokiel, you were restored to mobility, and you took the next couple of, I believe we talked about like 2 months basically down, right? To sort of build up some finances with some like pit fighting to work on getting new teleportation circles and to just expand and sort of calcify the plan for the base of operations. During that time, you eventually came to the conclusion that you were going to head to the bridged city. Someone that you met in Zathis had given you a box that they asked you to take to a village near Bridge City called Durgan's Rest to give to an orc by the name of Sender. The box is sealed and is under the protection of some abjuration magics. You were all getting ready to head over to the Bridge City. Is that where we parked as far as everyone's concerned?
Yes, but also, which of the locations is this closest to? Was it towards the Philatric Vault, or was it towards Yugman?
This was towards neither of those. This was towards the Bridge City, which also has the Academy of Magic and Engineering at it.
That's right. That's correct. Cool.
So, all right. You all may make sure that you've got your rest supplied. Is there any preparation that you're all making before you hit the road?
Ifrin plans to forage on the way. So she's pretty good.
Okay. Any preparations in particular that Alan wants to make before leaving?
Yes, I want to put Entangle Rune on my crossbow.
Okay, excellent. I believe for that you just need to do it, right? You're effectively casting the spell.
Yeah. I
Awesome.
can use it once per long rest.
Okay.
So I just used it.
Right. So the way it happens is while you have the rune on the object, you can cast the spell without expending a spell slot at any point thereafter while you're carrying it, right? Until you do it, and at which point it. So you get one casting of it, and then you finish long rest, and then the rune recharges. Make sense?
Makes sense.
All right, cool. Excellent. Any preparation that Charlung is making?
Sorry, I think I was muted.
I believe you were.
I am for my spell that's going to be in the tattoos for now is going to be in my quick cast tattoo. That is Far Step.
Okay. What does Far Step do?
Far Step is a bonus action self concentration up to a minute. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. On each of your turns before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action to teleport in this way again.
Sweet. Excellent. Any other preparations for Charlung?
Nope.
Anything preparation-wise for Nolo?
No.
Okay. Anything Charlie wants to do before heading out?
Negative.
Excellent. Any preparation for Lulu?
Nope.
Sweet. All right. You step into the circle. Charlung casts the spell, and you appear in the ritual chamber of the Academy of Magic and Engineering. As you appear, you're inside of this glowing circle. There are a set of stone pillars on either side. You do see a locked chest in the south east corner, a stone double door directly south of you, and a stone double door directly east of you. And next to the stone double door to the east, there are two wizards who are dressed in what you're assuming are the robes of the academy itself. And they say, "Greetings. Please state your business."
I come to learn whatever I can here.
I see. And where did you get the code for this circle?
Look towards Charlung.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Charlong's answer to that is gonna be basically trade and delivery.
I see. What is it you're delivering?
A package for, and I state like who it's for.
Okay,
I don't necessarily know what's inside of it.
They look at each other somewhat. Looks like maybe a little bit alarmed. And they say, "Yes, absolutely, right this way. We don't want to hold you up." And they move over and wave their hands, and the double doors open. They say the stairs will take you up to the ground floor of the library, at which point you can head out into the streets. If you head to the road going westward, it will take you to Durgan's Rest.
Thank you.
Excellent. As you start walking out,
I hand them my traveling tattoo card.
glorious.
Or the equivalent thereof.
As you start making your way out, you do see various wizards. Basically, you step out, go through a hallway, and go through this area where it looks like there was once a secret door, but it's long since crumbled. And that leads into a mausoleum. Inside this mausoleum, you see several wizards, apparently in some sort of conversation or exchange of information with various ghosts that are flying above above the coffins. they don't really seem to acknowledge you much unless you specifically speak right to them.
The
I'm
ghost don't speak
probably-
until spoken to?
What's that? I'm sorry?
What was the last part you said?
They don't acknowledge you unless you specifically speak to them or interfere with them in some way.
Oh, okay.
Sherlong's probably just taking in the sights, but just effectively wanting to get the job part of this excursion over with.
Sure.
So just kind of heading towards where Sherlong knows they need to go.
That stands to reason. All right. So you take off out the up the stairs and head out onto the streets. You're not stopping anywhere in town. You're going straight to make your delivery first, then doubling back to hit the library. Is that correct?
Yeah, just keeping also an eye out for anything that might be interesting, like just might pique our interest.
Excellent. Anything
I
else?
was just gonna say that was Sherlong's plan. I don't know if everyone else splits off when they find interesting things, but Sherlong is finishing the delivery. And hopefully taking at least Lulu as a guard with them.
Yeah, is
I
anyone?
was coming to just to make sure
I'll go with
everything
you.
goes smooth.
Oh, what is the population makeup around here, or that we can see?
Inside,
And-
all the mages that you see, like in the basement, are human. Well, and you see like a couple of elves, I guess. As you get out into like the streets, it's a pretty cosmopolitan population, Bridge City. If anything, there's probably more dwarves here than anything that's not human. But
And is anyone giving the orcs or the
Undead orc.
yeah,
nobody seems
I feel
to
attacked.
nobody seems to look twice at any of you. You're
all right.
As motley a crew as you make, you're not anything that the Bridge City hasn't seen before.
I
Hey,
think we
we're
might have
famous.
found a city that isn't racist towards any of us for once.
Mark that on the calendar.
Yeah.
This was the day we didn't run into any institutionalized racism. All right.
Glory be.
You and so just so I'm clear, nobody else is wandering off. Everybody's heading together, basically. Excellent.
Ithrin has a reprieve from being smoked, so she's on vacation now. She's going with the flow.
Good. I love it. I highly recommend it. To that end, you make the journey to Durgan's Rest. It's about 33 miles from the Bridge City to Durgan's Rest. Are you doing anything to make that go faster, or are you just moving in at a normal travel pace?
You said how far is it?
Um,
You said 30 miles?
33 miles.
30 miles? Okay.
If it's possible for me to do anything with survival to make that easier, I will do that.
Not necessarily. Survival won't necessarily make you move faster. In fact, if you basically have the choice of like taking your time, moving at a normal standard pace, or basically being in a forced march. If you go to forced march, if you go fast, you'll suffer a penalty on perception and survival checks because you're rushing through the area. But other than that, it shouldn't make a whole lot of difference.
I don't think it's time critical for us to show up anywhere.
Yeah, not really. I don't think so.
Okay. So it'll be about 11 hours on foot, going at a normal pace. Are you planning on stopping to grab a short rest at any point during that time, or are you going to just try to push straight through?
I mean, I think think we would probably stop to like have a couple meal breaks.
Yeah.
Mhm. Dried meats.
Meal break, short rest. But okay, so before we left, we're going to like another settlement or a city, right?
Correct. You're going to the village of Durgan's Rest. It's
I would have asked for like the guards on the way out, whoever's like at the city gate, what the city gate is like at this other city. Like, do they have a close and open time, or you
they're
know?
like there's no walls on Durgan's Rest. It's just a farm town. Like it's surrounded by farmland.
Thanks for the information.
Yep, no problem.
So in that case, I guess we could show up late.
I'm assuming you left relatively early in the day from where from your home base. But having said that, though, you're now halfway. You're literally on the other side of the continent at this point. So it's a little bit later in the day than it was when you left. By the time you emerge out onto the streets, making your way down there. You said you were going to be doing the navigating. If or not, there's much to navigate. It's a road. But did you want to make a survival check just to keep your eyes peeled on stuff?
Yeah, because at the very least, she would still be foraging. Like, oh hey, there's some mustard weed growing up between those two cobblestones.
Sure.
I will always be towards like the back.
26.
Excellent. You don't notice anything unusual until you're about, probably by your reckoning, an hour from Durgan's Rest, where you start to know. And at this point, you've had a short rest for the day, but you start to notice a distinct lack of wildlife once you get about an hour's journey away. Like to the point that you're not hearing any birds chirping, you're not hearing any rustling of leaves of any creatures wandering
That's not
nearby.
good. Is there any sign of what might have caused them to leave?
Nothing natural.
Okay. I will definitely tell everyone else in the group to stay sharp because something's weird in the land.
I'll be
I will
extra
re-cast
ready.
detect magic.
I'll re-up my mage armor.
Sure. You cast Detect Magic. That alerts you to anything within 30 feet of you that's magical. Is that correct?
Yes, 30 feet.
Yeah. Nothing that you're not acutely aware of already. Obviously there's a lot of things that are magical within 30 feet of you, including several tattoos that all your friends have.
Things on my own person.
Right. But nothing obvious. And that lasts for 10 minutes, right?
Yes, 10 minutes.
Okay. It's well and faded before you get to the edge of the village. As you make your way to the edge of the village, you can see up ahead several people gathered around in the town square. You can hear the conversation from well up the road. They're certainly not talking quietly to one another. Oh, goodness. Let me fix that map 1 second. Thanks, Roll20. But these people are certainly, they're talking, they're using their outside voices, that's for sure. And you can kind of hear them, they appear to be in some sort of a debate about how to handle something that's coming. Something is coming and it's a problem. What would
We
you
are a
know?
problem. So nobody tell Ithrin.
Hey.
Excellent. As you make your way up, you do note that kind of in the center of the town, the person that everybody seems to be consulting with the most is an older orc man. Looks like he's probably in his, 60s. Graying hair, wrinkles, but still relatively fit. He is dressed in robes and has a bit of a pot belly, and he's like holding his hands up. He's like, please, please, everyone calm down. I understand that this is upsetting, but panic is not going to help us at all. And then he
Is he
looks,
famous like where we know him?
he's not famous, but judging by his appearance, he fits the description of Sender, the person you were sent to give the
Hmm.
box to.
I'll call out and say, "Are you Sender?"
He says, I am. Who are you?
A messenger delivering this from whoever it was that gave me the box.
He takes it and says, good, this will come in handy. Are you adventurers?
For a price, yeah.
Well, we haven't much, but I can offer you 5,000 gold if you can help us hold the town.
Sold.
That's our price, actually. It's exactly our
How
price.
convenient. What do you have in your wallet? That is what I needed.
He says, well, that works out very well. We don't have long. I've been informed that we are expecting to be attacked. There is a elf, a woman who's gone quite mad. And she's attacked the town once before, stole something of great value from me. But our hope is to be able to repel her attack this time around.
What did she steal, and can it be used as a weapon?
The whole town's in an uproar over one elf.
Absolutely. She's gathered quite a following, for one thing. The item that she stole was the clasp that Mazos wore on his cloak.
Is that a history check or a religion check? would you have to make?
Either one would be fine. History or religion.
Do we all need to roll it?
You don't all have to. You can if you think you might know what that would be.
15.
I don't know anything ever.
Excellent. So you know that Mazos was the Titan of magic. Basically, the sire of sorcery is his primary title. It's said that all of the items that Mazos wore carried grand magical power.
Light
I got
bulb over
22.
Nolo's head.
I got 22.
Excellent. So yes, you're aware of the clasp. You're also, it's called the Clasp of Vergrin. You're also aware that in at least one set of lore, this item specifically was the straw that broke the camel's back for the Divine War. Apparently, according to a legend that Charlie had once read, and Keeley put a curse on the clasp at one point. Nothing harmful in the long term, just irritation. Some stories say it was audible noises that it created. Others say that it was conjuring various impish sort of spirits to harass Mesos. But the legends agree that Mesos was incredibly enraged by this and basically struck Ankili down, taking their powers for a time. And when that happened, the rest of the gods said, "Oh, this is not good. If Mesos can do that to Ankili, he can do it to any of us." And then that's when they decided to slaughter Mesos. You also know that Mesos was the first Titan to fall in the Divine War.
I will be a share in all of that.
Excellent.
Mm. Point us in the direction of where we got to be.
He says, "Well, we're trying to do the best that we can to sort of sort out a defense here. I don't know how much time we have until she arrives, but we have several eager villagers who are willing to help. Hopefully we can turn that into something of use." And the villagers all kind of look at you for guidance, suggestions, ideas for what they should be doing. You have the ability to set up some defensive activities.
Where on the map are they expecting the assault from?
They're not quite sure.
Oh.
Can you tell us all of the like entrances? Are those just alleyways, or are they more entrances into the town, or is the town kind of walled off?
All of those entrances are roads. The town is not walled off. It's surrounded by basically farmland.
So maybe we put like a few volunteers at each entrance and give them something that can alert people, like a trumpet or something.
Everybody's got to be within a short running distance of each of them, so that at a moment's notice, anybody can come through. So I'm looking at, what is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible entrances, right?
Yeah, it looks like. And this is just the main town square. There's a little bit beyond here. If you go to the south, there's a whole nother neighborhood that follows down this path. Headed up this way leads to a series of farms. You can look down there, and you can actually see one of the farmhouses looks like it was severely damaged in a fire somewhat recently.
Over there is farm. He said, but it's all surrounded by farmland, pretty much, right? And like woodsy stuff.
Yep, that is correct. There are.
So
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say there are a few things Sender runs past you as ideas that they had in mind. He says, we could work on building out of militia out of these people. We could work on barricading the area. Maybe build some nets. We could make some burning oil traps. I have some scrolls that would allow for placing of magical traps in the area. We could set some people up on the roofs with ranged weapons. And I also have
like
some...
the roofs and ranged weapons, and I like the magical traps and the oil traps. I think all that sounds fantastic.
All of that, like encircling the town, so that there's only really one entrance where they can come through, where you place most of your combat, your like on foot men to fight.
If we let them come in this way, can you see where I'm pinging? We could hide in the covered wagon and kind of surprise them. Or some of
I
us,
mean,
right? Some
in
of
the
us don't want to be
situation that like, they
close.
wouldn't really, it wouldn't be like a surprise. It'd be like we'd be holding back an assault essentially, because you don't want them like right up on the buildings. You want them a ways away so that you can like shoot them off from a distance from the archers, and then anybody that comes
Okay.
through, the foot soldiers will pick off.
Right on. I mean, yeah, that is probably accurate. Like they're by the time they get up there, they're going to be fighting. So I mean, surprising them would have limited effect. I think would be fair to say.
Okay.
Having said that, the way this works effectively is each one of you can select a task. If more than one of you works on a single task, you will grant the primary actor advantage. But each task takes a certain amount of time. Rallying farmers to create a militia will take 30 minutes. Creating barricades will take 60 minutes. Building nets takes 30 minutes. Burning oil traps take 40 minutes. Archers on the roofs takes 20 minutes. And using the scrolls takes 60 minutes for the scrolls. There are two variations of scrolls that Sender has. There's paralyzing traps and there's bomb traps. So, do you want
Burning
to?
oil's faster than the magic ones then.
Yes. Now, do you want to like split up and each one of you take one of the tasks, or do you want to work together on some of those tasks?
We might want to work together on some of them.
I
I
think
feel like Lulu needs
Ithrin.
to. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I think Ithrin is best suited on Team Scroll.
Okay.
I think Lulu
But-
needs to front like the militia, like the starting that.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially because when you rage, people around you can rage also, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That'd be sick. You know, if you rage,
Everyone
like,
can
seven,
stand
like,
next to me. We'll
whatever.
just stand in a
Well,
mob. That's our
So,
plan.
what's Lulu's charisma?
Ooh.
Charisma.
Because you probably would want to go with someone with a high charisma to be like, yeah, no, let's follow this undead
My
lady.
charisma is 10.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe
Well-
Charlie and
No,
or
Charlung helping out Lulu.
Yeah.
Also understanding how to
I'm
use
really
axes
strong.
in combat really well. And other, that's something they're likely to have for weapons.
You can also
Yeah.
do like AoE spells, right? So you can like set up like water or ice on the ground to like make it difficult for them. And also
Yeah,
like
so the new spell I picked up was Cloud Kill.
Oh,
yes.
That should be fun, especially because
should be fun.
the transmuted spell lets me transmute it from poison to any kind of cloud I want.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
change the
I
elemental energy.
can make it a freezing cloud kill or a fire cloud kill or a
That's cool. That's really cool.
yeah.
Alwyn should probably take the archers.
I was gonna say. You
What do you
agree?
think, Alwyn?
I think that's a good idea.
And then I can help with like the
Magic
perimeter,
traps.
like the magic traps. Yeah.
Yeah, you do have two sets of scrolls. So there are the paralyzing traps and the bomb traps.
Bomb traps. I want to do.
So then what would Charlie like to work on?
I don't care.
Maybe you want to help with the scrolls so they go faster? Because an hour is a
That's
long
fine.
time for scrolls.
That's fine.
All right. In that case, those of you who are working on the militia, that would be Charlung is working on is handling the charisma check, and Lulu is helping, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm teaching people about axes because all I have is strength. And we're all standing together so we can all rage.
That's fair enough. So why don't you go ahead and give me a charisma check, Charlong, and you can make that check with advantage because you have help. Nice.
That's a 23.
Glorious. You easily do so, and you're able to prepare 10 of the militia members as, or 10 of the commoners as militia members with that first attempt. That eats up 30 minutes or so. Where would you like to place them? If you could ping on the map, that would be great. Maybe also if you could move yourself to that location.
Let me see how
Lulu.
close they have to be to me to rage.
Like
20
that-
feet. So everybody has to be within 20 feet of me to rage. So like I can stand in the middle. I guess we should probably be close to.
So we're kind of is where the orc is in the center, like where we delivered the thing.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that's like a graveyard, I assume, there by the town square.
It is.
Kind of morbid to have that in the middle of the town.
Maybe there are morbid people, Lulu. Don't judge.
To be fair, it's probably the least morbid town we've been in.
This could be
Been in necromancer
Doctopia.
cities.
We don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Valid.
Kind of
Oh.
chill,
Yeah, I think we
actually.
probably just gather them around like this area. I don't know if you can see this. I was
can,
trying to ping, but
absolutely.
I apparently have.
Do you want me to
measuring
stand in the
on.
middle of it, Corey?
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. And which bombs? So that's the first half hour for you two. Which bombs are you working on, Charlie? Do you have a preference between splody ones and?
I don't care.
Probably was working on the scrolls with Ithrin.
Right.
Yeah, I was doing scrolls. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's the paralyze you ones and the bomb ones. Do you each want to take one kind, or do you want to work together on one and then go to another and work together on it?
What are you gonna make me roll?
You're going to be looking at Arcana checks.
Oh, either one's fine.
All right. Well, to maximize your effort, we'll say that if Ithrin has no objection, we'll say Ithrin is going to take the bombs and Charlie will take the paralyzing traps. Does
I know Corey left real quick. Can we move their orc like to the entrance of the graveyard? Because I don't think that they want to be at the front.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or where the best spot for Ithrin is as well. Like her thought is get up into the trees and pop bombs from there.
So the way the bombs work is you actually create a symbol that if a creature comes within contact of it, it detonates the bomb. The symbol is hidden, though it's difficult to spot. Basically, like
So it's like a minefield.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so then I guess Ithrin will set the mines at the most obvious points of attack and then probably actually retreat to the cemetery.
All right. We'll go ahead and we'll place you in the cemetery, and if you could, let's have Ithrin go ahead and give me an Arcana check, please.
I'm so bad at this. 15.
Excellent. You are able to place a single bomb trap within 60 minutes. So go ahead and ping on the map where you'd like to place that bomb trap.
I will take the villagers' advice on what direction do you think they'll come from?
the villagers say most people come from the west.
From the west.
How many do we
So
have of
then
those?
I will place it right here, if that's showing up.
Go ahead and ping again real
Um,
quick if you could.
To the far left of the map.
Like there-ish.
That one.
Okay, yeah.
How are you pinging?
Yeah, because that seems like the best place to.
If you hold down the mouse, it creates a ping.
Oh, yeah. You also can right click and then click ping everyone. But I still holding it down. But yeah, this square seems like it will hurt the most bad guys and do the least collateral damage.
So like here, basically where I put that circle.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Excellent. So that takes you the first hour. Charlie, can you give me a Arcana check as well?
Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Jesus, I'm not very inspired. 14.
All right. You are able to set up a paralyzing magic trap over the course of 1 hour. Where would you like to place that paralyzing magic trap?
Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like next, like there instead, so that it's like if they when they make it through the first one.
Oh, sure. So doubling them up.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so that gives you that is your first 60 minutes of work. Nolo, you're doing what exactly?
The grease traps, right? So like they
Excellent.
like light on fire. So I want to put them like along that like stretch of like land.
Along which stretch of land, I'm sorry?
Can you see that?
Yep, absolutely. All right, so go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Not good. Let me see. Let's roll that with my inspiration.
You can reroll.
Not good. 4.
Excellent. You may select 2 spots to place your burning oil.
All right. I'm gonna put one right there. See that?
Yep.
And then one right here.
Like so?
Yeah, basically.
Excellent. And that takes up your first 40 minutes of time. Alan, you were helping the archers?
Yes.
Excellent. As you're getting them to rooftops, basically,
Yes.
let's go ahead and you can make your choice of a strength or dexterity check.
Let me see. Strength.
All right, go ahead and give me a shot. Let's see what we got.
13.
All right. So it takes you about 20 minutes to get a group of 3 up there. So if you want to ping where you'd like to place these archers.
Well, I don't know where the highest ground is. Is this like a tall building?
I'm sorry, can you ping it again? Oh, yep. Yes, that's probably that's like a church. So there's probably like a angled roof you could put people up on.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Excellent. And now that's only going to take you 20 minutes, and everybody else's stuff is 40 or 60. So, do you want to get another group set up, or do you want to
Yes.
work on building nets? What would you like to do?
I want to get another group set up.
All right. So, we're going to put 3 archers up there. Oops. Get rid of that real quick. Put
Hi, Beam. Come on in. Yes, I love you.
3 archers here. And where would you like to put the next group?
Here? Is this a tall building?
It's just a 1-story home. Most of them
What is the next tallest building?
probably. Sorry, I forgot that I had my marker. Probably here. There's this is the inn, and there's like a second story on one side of it.
This here then.
All right, excellent. So we'll do 3 archers there as well. Okay. Excellent. That basically eats up our first hour of planning time. Do you want to make a shot at another pass at planning, or do you want to take this time to wait?
Do we have any more of anything?
There's enough supplies left to do more. You could. The only action you haven't taken. Correct me if I missed something. The only actions you haven't taken is you have not created barricades and you've not constructed nets. There are more scrolls if you want to try to set up more traps, and there is more. Like you have enough supplies to do any of these again.
Can we put a barricade like right here?
Right where? I'm sorry.
Right here.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead and, if you want, give me a strength check, please.
Nice.
Do you want
Just
me to
regular
do
strength?
that one, or are you good with that one, Mike?
I'm okay with strength.
Okay.
I roll a 1, imagine.
Oh, really?
Nat 20, baby.
Oh, awesome.
There you go.
So not only do you get to barricade this area, basically sealing this area off. Just give me a second here to swap these colors a bit. So you basically seal that area off, but you also make every spot, every place around, you basically make a ring around the village of difficult terrain.
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
Any repeat actions? Do Ithrin and Charlie want to try another scroll each?
Yeah. Just in case, I will set another mine up here towards the north.
Okay. Go ahead and ping it again for me real quick if you don't mind. Okay. Excellent. And just real quick, just as a, I guess a reminder, there is an entire other neighborhood to the south of here. Like past that barricade.
In that case, I will place the mine wherever it seems most advantageous to protect that neighborhood.
All right, basically at the southern end of town.
Yeah.
All right. I can do that for you. Go ahead and give me a roll if you would, please. An
Another Arcana?
Yep, please.
10.
All right. Yep, you're able to place the one. Charlie, any particular?
Yeah, can I cast guards and wards in like the hall? Like, can I do that? Because it doesn't say it can't be outside, but it doesn't have very clear directions for outside, so I'm not sure if that's just implied.
Let me see exactly what the phrasing is. I'm sure you
You're a
Because I-
probably
player,
can.
you can do what you
Because I
want.
feel like we could at least fill the area with the corridors part.
So it's 25,000 square up to 25,000 square feet of floor space. So ultimately you could pick any 25 or pick any 100 squares of the map to cast guards and wards within.
Okay. Where's my little tools?
So
I will draw for you. Hold on.
sure.
I can't count, so you're just gonna have to count for me. I want it to go like this, and then up, and then as much of that as it could fill in. But I would like it to go down on the sides here.
Okay. Sure. Let me.
The boxes are hard for my eyeballs to see on the screen. I can't do it.
That's okay. The
I'm not made for this.
one of the things that's I guess kind of extra fancy about the measure tool now is that it can tell you how many squares a length is.
Put squares around this whole town, baby. No one's ever getting in here ever again.
Or out.
Yeah. I hope you like this town because it's yours forever now.
You can also I'm gonna obviously my whole crew and then as many how many people can I?
You can basically ward a quarter of the town.
Oh, it says I can just specify that like anyone who's here isn't going to be affected by it. Everyone who isn't here currently will be affected by it.
Yeah. So if you
There's not like a limited number.
so if you would like, what you could do then, I'll just draw a shape for you here for the guards and wards.
I enjoy a good shape every now and then.
So basically,
I'm so excited.
it'd be like that area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. Yes.
We win by default because no one can see anything.
Right. What happened?
I knew it would come in handy someday. I've been carrying that damn spell around, doing nothing with it.
Well, you used it
Someday.
used it on the crib too. So, all right.
Make someday today.
So,
Day is someday.
what would you like to do with the? You want to fill it with fog?
Yeah, the corridors thing.
Okay. Oh, and are there any?
And then the doors.
Yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff automatically happens.
Okay.
And then you get to choose one of the other magical effects within the warded area.
Oh,
Death.
let's do a constant gust of wind. On the up here.
Okay. Going which direction?
That away. Sorry, I'm trying not to make it inappropriate.
I I appreciate your restraint. All right. If you can delete the lines at the bottom, that would be helpful. If you can't, it's nothing.
that
Get
would,
rid of that shit.
if I could, that'd be great. Okay, here we go. It's all of them. Is that okay?
Yeah, all the stuff at the bottom. Yeah, because we don't need that anymore.
No, it's
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll
Not
just,
a,
I
not a
can
problem.
just do this.
All right. Appreciate you. Thank you. All right.
Yep, I'm the best.
You are the best around. All right. So that's what you're doing with your remaining time. Is Nola's been working on the on getting the terrain set up. Charlung, you've got the at least one group of militia together. Do you want to try to get another group of militia together, or do you want to take the scrolls that Charlie is not doing while casting guards and ward?
Who's that for? Sorry.
For Charlung. Yep.
How many more possible targets to recruit are there?
Oh, I mean, there's 300 citizens in town.
Oh, okay. In that case, I want to try to pack, the 20 feet around Lulu as tightly with townspeople as I can.
Okay.
And we're
This is
supposed to
gonna
have
be
10, and right
chaos.
now we only have 9. So we need one more person next to us.
Lulu is Leonidas. I'm also gonna cast Fly on myself.
How long does fly last?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I forgot about that. It's like a duration. It's not like a concentration thing.
Charlie, Nolo, and Alan, you guys might want to pick places that you want to be to. You guys haven't moved from when we entered town. I don't know if you want to stand right in the center of everything.
Go ahead and give me another charisma check, please, if you would. Charlotte.
Never mind. Fly is not prepared. My bad.
Still with advantage, I assume. Getting help from
Lulu? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. Yep, I've done nothing else.
Oh wow. Damn.
Do you need inspiration?
Well, it doesn't help because it was a advantage roll, right? So,
Yeah, so you got a 15?
yeah.
All right.
That's actually I rolled a 5.
That's not bad.
With
You
advantage.
pull together 10 more militia members. Where would you like to place them?
Nice.
In a
They
ring
have to be within 20 feet.
around in a ring around slightly spaced out. Like
Charlon, do you want to be in the middle of the circle with me and cast haste?
I can't hit that many people.
Well, just next to
And-
me.
Also, I have a different plan for my concentration spell this fight.
Okay, that's totally fine. I just told him to put you at the back of the militia, but I wasn't sure where you really wanted to be.
Yeah. I wouldn't pack them like super tight because what I'm trying to do is avoid clever fireball radius, but also like keep them in, you know what I mean? Like spacing them out, clock face, like one ring directly around Lulu and then like, clock face further away.
Is that within 20 feet?
And while we're getting that set up, were you doing more of the... Were you giving another shot to the scrolls, Ithrin?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I have to entertain a cat right now because he will claw me if I don't.
You're fine. As a cat owner, I understand.
Yes. So as far as another place to mine, actually, I'm gonna mine like right here, like right deep into the territory. I'm gonna make sure that like everybody knows, like don't step here. But the thought process is if things get real bad,
My only worry is that some of those people will be raging, and hopefully they don't forget
Oh,
that
that is a
there's a
very
mine.
good point. Uh,
Uh,
okay, so in that case,
the image, like this kind of entrance up here, or one of these over here, might even be pretty good.
yeah, I think like right here, like way to the right,
Yep.
Okay.
and I assume that's another Arcana roll.
It is.
19.
Dang, girl.
Nice.
Excellent. You also get to set up a second one with that roll.
I actually kind of think the other
Oh.
side of the graveyard, like both sides of the graveyard, both sides of the map from the right.
Yeah, I agree. So the second one will go right here. Yeah.
And you were doing the bomb ones, right?
Yes. Yeah, because you mentioned that there was like some parts of the village to the south off the map.
Yes.
Yeah, I set some up. The roll there was 10.
Right, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alan, you got your forces set up. You have basically another hour worth of prep time, Alan. So do you want to try to get two more groups up, or do you want to do something else?
I want to put the thunder, what's it called? Thunder wave. I knew it was thunder wave, but I thought it was like two Pikachu to sound right. Oh, I want to put the thunder wave spell on Lulu's axe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's sick, actually.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna sneak over here. Excuse me, pardon me, pardon me.
You can hang out and rage with us too if you want, Alan. I know we like to do that.
I kind of want to set myself up with the last archers so that I can use my entangle rune when the person comes, and then I will just
Okay.
jump down and fuck it up.
All right.
Nice.
But yeah, so
Fuck
I
it
want
up.
to. That's what we're all getting ready for, right? Like, let's not sugarcoat this.
All right.
So,
So yeah, you can get those two runes in place. That'll be basically your next hour.
okay,
And then place yourself wherever you'd like to be.
I'll be on
Um,
the church.
Excellent. On top of the church.
Yeah, I put myself there.
Glorious. I think that's everyone then, right? For the second hour?
Yep.
Wonderful. At the top of your third hour of being there, you definitely hear the rune at the south end of town go off.
That's towards the barricade I made, right?
It's past the barricade you made.
Yeah, past the barricade. Yeah.
Yep. Um,
Can I? What is it? Where I detect what's around me? It's called something. Hang on.
and if you could, please, Ithrin,
Beast sense.
Beast Sense. I'll look that up in a second. Ithrin, if you could roll 4d6 and 3d10 for me, I would appreciate it.
4d6 and 3d10. The 4d6 is 14. And the 3d10 is 19.
Okay. Beast Sense lets you see through the eyes of an animal.
I'm trying to remember what I used to do to detect what was around me, and I can't seem to find it right now.
That's all right. Or are you talking about it's the commune with nature?
Yes, that one. I'm glad you know my character better than me. It's important. Oh, I didn't scroll down enough. Yes, commune with nature. Can I do that to detect them?
How long does that take to? You have to cast that as ritual, right?
11 minutes, and yes.
Yeah,
Travis,
you got time for
oh,
that.
sorry.
Yes.
What was the elf's name? And what was the item she has?
Her name is Magiel, and she's carrying the clasp of Vergrin.
Cast of what?
The clasp of Vergrin. It's the magical clasp from Mesos's cape. Check one more thing here. So you hear that blast go off down to the south, and it is a problem. Problem for everybody present. You can certainly hear screaming and some kind of like wailing emerging from down that direction.
Can I commune with nature?
Absolutely. And what does commune with nature give you?
I can pick 3. So prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or people, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. And I'll do influences from other plane of existence.
Yes, you absolutely detect influences from other planes of existence. What's the range?
3 miles.
Yeah, you can tell that there are interplanar entities that are making their way north, south, east of the city, all bearing in. You can also feel some sort of a ritual going on beyond that. That, as near as you can tell, is ripping open a plane, a portal to another plane.
I will tell Charlon because they're closest. And I don't know if I could tell Nolo, but I feel like that's something that Nolo would want to know about.
Hi.
I feel like we're all pretty close that we could all gain from that knowledge.
Yeah,
With the exception of Holland, who I think is on that rooftop up there.
I don't think I can make it to
Is
Alan.
that correct?
We can play a game of
Hold
telephone, you know?
Hold on though, is that
Extra
correct?
planar
Like,
beings!
Yeah, that's a rooftop.
so like, so as soon as you say that, and you like, I assume you point that direction, right? Like, kind of past that building.
Yeah, whichever way was the plane being ripped open.
That,
I don't remember which
is,
way that was.
That is to the north.
To the north.
Okay, other side. So Charlong will activate their tattoo for Far Step and just jump up and relay that information to Holland.
Okay.
That it seems there's a ritual to the north where she's summoning things from other planes.
You can specifically tell, just say from other planes, or does it specifically, like, can you sense which plane it's from?
No, I can't do which one. It just says influence from other planes of existence.
All right. Bless you twice. Yeah, there's definitely interplanar.
Can I tell if they're celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead?
Fiends.
They're fiends, everybody. They're fiends.
Fiends?
Do we know anything about fiends that we need to be ready about?
Yeah, so you're looking at like devils, demons, that sort of thing.
So probably can't kill them with fire.
Be resistant. You know, just taking a lot longer.
So we didn't know any particular weaknesses for fiends, but they seem to be resistant to a lot of things.
Can I
Yeah.
do an Arcana check to see if I know what they'd be resistant to, or what their weaknesses would be?
How's cold fare?
Usually, I mean, it's hard to like. There aren't many like universal weaknesses or strengths for fiends. I mean, besides fire. Fire is pretty universal.
Yeah.
But other than that, it'd be very difficult to say.
How far north of us?
About a mile.
Wow, that's a long ways.
And we detected them coming from, so that's happening in the north. We know they're coming in from the south because the bomb just went off, or we think, or somebody made a oopsie. And
Yes.
you said from the west too?
Northwest and south are all apparently avenues of approach. And then if I could, let's get initiative rolls for everybody, please.
Nine.
Wonderful.
You know what?
13.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this one. There we go. 16. I was not going to, I can't go with a 3 or a 4. It's terrible.
One second, everybody hold on to your numbers. I'm trying to do a new setup here, and it's a little bit slower than I would have liked, but I just need to get used to it, I guess. Okay, so Charlene, what'd you get?
13.
Excellent. Nola.
I also got a 13.
Lulu.
16.
Ellen.
9.
Charlie.
18.
Dang, Charlie.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one who doesn't want a high initiative. Like, I don't really care for it.
And Ithrin, what'd you get?
I rolled a 6.
Excellent.
Yeah, you did.
You should invent a
I-
bard power that you can take, Sarah, that would let you trade initiatives with somebody.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be
that would be
cool.
badass.
'Cause
Yeah.
I would trade with you because I always roll terrible initiative. Or I roll 20 and I waste a 20.
Okay. Just need to make a couple more initiative checks real quick, and then we'll be good to go. Are we coming through?
What?
Yep. Okay.
Did you think we couldn't hear you?
No, I thought that the roll wasn't coming through, but that's because I had my thing marked funny.
Everybody. Mm.
Excellent. Thank you for your patience as I dealt with that silliness.
Backstreet's back.
Oh God, it's the 90s again.
All right. First action goes to Charlie.
Of course it does.
Of course it does.
As you are sort of looking around trying to figure out what's going on, you hear this horrible wailing coming from the south end of town after the blast, followed by a bunch of screams of the townsfolk. Unfortunately, as you hear that, you also see three groups kind of start to make their way into the town. And I will show you where they're arriving momentarily.
It's fine. I'm not gonna shoot at them. I'm going to cast fly on myself,
All right.
and then
Leave.
yeah, and then bye everybody. It was really nice to know you. This is why we didn't give cats wings, because they would just leave.
So, so that's your plan? So you're going to take off?
No, I'm not really. I'm not really gonna take off like all the way. I'm going to. Which one's the tall building?
So there's the inn and the church. The inn is the top left. The church is the bottom right.
Okay, I'm gonna fly up and on the inn. So I'm gonna go up somewhere up in at the top of this.
Excellent. Do a little bit of adjustment to how our Roll20 is looking here.
Did I actually cast that? Yes.
All right. So you're casting fly and heading over here?
Yes. Well, I mean, I'm on the, like, I'm inside the thing. I don't know if there's
Right.
a different where you want me to put it.
Yeah, that's fine. Excellent. That brings us to Lulu. What would you like to
I'm
do?
gonna rage.
Excellent. As does everyone around you.
Woo! I would say that I'm probably pretty focused on what's just in front of me. So I'm just gonna run up to the first thing there. So I guess.
All right. So you're running
There?
in that direction?
Does that seem okay?
Yes, they have not made it through yet. Like they're actually right now they're kind of over here on the other side of the wards.
Oh, okay.
So you might want to hold off on raging until they actually get past the wards.
Okay, good idea.
Like
I
intimidate
will-
them, like come on, you know, to like make them come faster.
Yeah, you could
That's
taunt
what
them. Yeah, that would absolutely be something you could try.
Let's see.
Rally the
Like
troops.
kind of distract them in case they're looking for the traps.
Yeah, basically just make an intimidation roll. See if you can draw
Okay.
draw their attention.
Okay. That is a 17.
Hell yeah, it is.
Excellent. You definitely have their attention. They will have disadvantage on spotting the traps.
I'll still kind of move towards them a little bit.
That's fine.
Not in their face.
Do you want the militia to move with you? Or do you want them to hold their position?
They can hold. They can see where they're needed after things kind of play out.
All right. That brings us.
I would say Charlon could probably control them, like
Okay.
command them, because I'm not going to be thinking about that.
That brings us to Nolo. What would you like to do, Nolo?
So we can see them advancing, right? Like on each side.
Yes.
All right. So in that case, I am. I'm gonna cast uh Ashardalin Stride. I basically get like fire feet, and I can run fast and burn things I come across, and then not provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. So I'm gonna run over here, light that fire. That's 35 feet, and then get another 20. So then I'll light that fire, and then I will come back over here.
Okay. Cool. That brings us to Charlene. What would you like to do?
Thinking. These things that are approaching
Yes.
from the south, I assume they're not that close to us yet. There's just no place to put them off the map.
Yeah, basically they'll be
Hold on.
moving into that space this turn. They're effectively the space below the map. On their action, they will move to their current location, or a little bit further. We'll see how froggy they get. May not get very far at all.
Well, Allen's over here with this one. So I think what I'm gonna do is jump over here, kind of like the crown of this roof.
Sure.
With my bonus action far step. And then cast a 7th level cloud kill in this alleyway. That's
Okay.
frost damage.
Excellent. So you're just filling up this.
Yeah, it's a
alley?
20-foot. Sorry, hold on. 20-foot radius, so it's gonna fill the alley, and then it'll like permeate out away from me, quote unquote, 10
Yes.
feet per turn.
All right. And that lasts how long?
Up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Does that affect your allies?
Yes. Hopefully you're not gonna go step where the mines are.
Right, but that
It's
is gonna
also pretty.
that is gonna keep expanding though and rolling away from you, right?
Yeah.
10 feet, right?
I assume I know there's no friendlies in that direction.
Yeah, I mean if you
Based-
send it
I've been
that way.
saying like, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
trying to like blow it out of town, but like at the edge of the traps.
Sure. All right. That I assume takes your turn.
Yeah.
Glorious. That brings us to our cult fanatics. They have some rolls that they need to make. So we're gonna see how. So the bottom barricade is just difficult terrain. So that means that their movement is halved, basically. So they're all able to make it in here, basically to where they're at right now. So the ones on the bottom, this group arrives where they're at. That's pretty much as far as they can get. You see, not only are there groups of cultists that are dressed in red robes with like golden pattern work around the seams. but there's also each one of these groups of cultists seems to be accompanied by a creature not dissimilar from the howling abominations that you faced in the basement of Lokil. They do look a bit different, though. I would like any of you who wishes to, you're welcome to make an Arcana, Religion, or History check about these creatures if you like your difficulty. Excellent. That'll do it.
A not natural one.
Awesome.
21.
Not natural. That's real bad.
How did you roll a minus?
That's how bad I am at anything that involves charisma.
Ooh, I got a nat 20, boss.
Awesome. So those
I wasted my perfectly good nat 20.
So those of you who got a 20 or higher are aware that these are fiends known as the Mouths of Vangal. They're usually used by Vangal's priests as a means of ensuring that the inhabitants of battlefields are swallowed and taken directly to the pestilential abyss.
Fuck.
So, nice folks there. So the group at the south just enters the area. The group to the west needs to make some saving throws. It's going to be awful. It's con saves, you said?
I think I pasted it over there. Yeah, DC 18 con save for 46 cold damage. Actually, that might be 48. I'm trying to look that up.
All right. So all of the cultists and cult fanatics that are coming in on the west die
Hell yeah.
as soon as you hit them with the
Old blue of cotton.
cloud kill.
Sick.
Having said that, our buddy, the Mouth of Vangal,
Also dies.
probably not, but we'll see how that goes.
Well, he hurt really bad though, right? Got a big boo boo.
All right, so that's a 31 on their Constitution save.
God
Jesus.
damn.
So they will take what is it, half on cloud kill?
I believe so. Double checking.
Yo,
Cloud
that's
kill.
great.
That's crazy.
Yep.
All right, so
They're also affected if they hold their breath or don't need to breathe.
right. That's fine.
Yeah.
So they're taking half of 43, so that's 21, and then they take half of that because they're resistant to cold
Stop.
damage, so that's 10.
You're cheating, Travis.
Well, I'm like,
I mean, he's
I'm
the
like-
dungeon master. Of course, he's cheating.
I'll say that one likes the cold, huh?
This is
So bad, dude.
it's not cheating. It's just how things are written. So they also need to save against the two spells that they pass through. So there's the paralyzing trap and the bomb trap. I'll save against the paralyzing trap first, followed by the bomb trap.
And luckily, we took out all the scruff before the big guy hit the traps, so he's definitely setting them off.
So that is a not great dex throw. They are paralyzed. Let's see how they do against the bomb. But they did manage to. No, they didn't. They didn't manage to avoid the bomb either. So they're getting full damage from both of that. If you could, please, Ithrin, drop me. 4d6 and 3d10.
All right. 4d6 is me clicking the wrong thing. 4d6 is 10. And 3d10 is 17.
All right, so they take 5 fire damage. And the other was force, which they do not have. So that was 17, right?
Yeah, 10 and 17.
Excellent. So that's that round of traps and nightmares that have gone off. And the area is heavily obscured to them. So they're not really able to see very well what's going on here. Up at the top, it's the burning oil trap that they're trying to avoid, correct?
Yeah.
And that... Excellent. They basically just get to make a dex save or take 2d6. Just checking their dex saves. All right, so we have the cult fanatics managed to avoid the oil completely. The cultists and the mouth of angle are not quite so lucky. Go ahead and give me 2d6, please. If you would be so kind, Nolo.
9 damage.
Excellent. So they're still up, but they've had a bad day.
That's what I thought of too.
Yeah, it.
The Chipmunks version.
What's up?
The Chipmunks version of that song.
Oh no, I was asking Corey, what's up?
I was agreeing that my mind was already singing that song as I heard the harmony come in from Zoom.
All right, so they basically come rushing in a frenzy. The mouth of angle that is to the south cannot move yet. Actually, let me double check something, because if they can, they're going to resist that legendarily. Doot, 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 doot. Not a 1, nay, nay, nay. All right. That is fine. Both of the mouths. Okay, the one that's paralyzed isn't doing anything. The two that are present are still going to move forward at their maximum move, which ain't very fast. And they're both going, those two that are still able to move, basically take their movement, and that's what they do. The cultists and cult fanatics in the south are pretty well stuck where they're at, but the rest are able to rush forward, and they're basically doing so in the hopes of inflicting violence on whoever they run into. As soon as the ones in the north get into that chamber, basically that tunnel, they hit the guards and wards. So it goes against a gust of wind. What is your spell save DC, Charlie?
17.
Excellent. All right, we're still going. I had a error. Hopefully, we're still broadcasting or didn't miss anything. Looks like we didn't drop any frames or anything. So I just had an error on my Twitch player. Apologies for that.
You're still showing up on my Twitch.
Glorious. So, I'm sorry. What would you say your spell save DC was?
17.
Okay. So the cult fanatics managed to avoid getting blown away in a gust of wind. However, the regular cultists do not. So they get blown 15 feet this way. Which
Congratulations to them.
basically knocks them directly into cinder.
The roll on D20. 10.
All right. They launch down a volley of arrows down in that direction. As they fire that off, the mouth of Vangle that is closest to you is going to use 2 of its legendary actions to
Seems
launch.
like over Travis.
This launch allows them to launch itself 30 feet. All creatures in the space of the mouth hits must succeed on a DC 12 dexterity saving throw or take a shitload of bludgeoning damage. So it's going to launch itself forward 50 feet.
Is it at the south?
Yep.
Can I hit it with an arrow?
You can certainly give it a shot. You have 3 attacks, right?
Yes. 16.
A 16 hits.
Sweet.
Yay.
That's 4 plus 3 piercing damage, and I want to do them like my explosive arrows as well.
Okay. So how much piercing?
7.
All right. And
then 3d6 damage for the explosion.
all right, go ahead and roll your 3d6.
That's another 11
Take
damage.
half of that because it's fire. All right. You have what? 2 more actions, right?
2 more attacks.
All right.
Wait, I rolled the wrong thing. 10 will not hit, I'm assuming.
A 10 will not hit. As the mouths lunge forward, it basically eats 3 of the militia members.
Eesh. And then 20, I'm sure will hit.
Natural 20 or dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Yep, you hit. And roll your damages
What?
again.
Why did it matter?
4.
Because
Yeah.
one of those is a
I
crit,
get
and the other
double
one's not.
attack.
Gotcha.
You had a 4 damage?
Yeah, 4 damage.
All right, go ahead and roll the explosion too.
And then 7 more explosion damage.
Excellent. Anything else that you would like to do?
Not right now.
Beautiful. At the end of Alan's turn, the creature to the north is going to use one of its legendary actions to let off a scream of terror. As it lets out this scream, I need everyone who is within 50 feet of it. So let me grab a measuring stick
Ah, right at 50.
to give me, and that will also include Charlie and the archers and whatnot. So Alan, you can roll for the archers.
Okay. Natural 20. Oh, I will roll a natural 20.
Yes, you can roll a natural 20. You'll need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I botched.
Oh no.
All right,
I got a 17.
your archers scream and hop
Blow
off the
up.
roof, basically abandoning their post. You are
Wilhelm
fine,
scream.
Ithrin. What was that?
Wilhelm scream coming down.
Yes, exactly. Ithrin, you're fine. Charlie, what'd you get on your wisdom save?
17.
All right, you're fine as well. So no worries there. All right. And that brings us to Ithrin.
All right. I am going to move to this position. And then on this one right here, because I think this is the one that has used the most of its legendary actions.
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to polymorph it into a sheep.
Wonderful.
Good old Baldur's Gate.
I mean, this is a time-honored D&D tradition. It must make a wisdom saving throw at difficulty 18.
Wisdom at 18. All right.
Uh-huh.
It does not make it for the sake of the story.
Do we have karmic dice turned on?
How about it doesn't make it because it rolled a 9?
Oh boy.
It is a sheep.
A harmless sheep.
Excellent. It turns into a harmless sheep.
Okay.
I love
Ethan
that.
will yell, "Get the sheep!" That is my turn.
Excellent.
Get the sheep.
There are no remaining. Oh, there are 3 remaining cultists. They are going to all basically gang up and try to do their best impersonation of Roman senators on Sender. So that is, oh Lord, a crit and 2 hits.
Oh boy, is he gonna be able to take that?
Maybe.
He's an orc. He'll pop back up.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Once.
Relentless endurance, right? That's the ability.
Oh.
Scarlands orcs don't have relentless endurance, I don't believe.
Ooh.
All right, so that's 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Give me a dice roller. Uh, 20. Sender takes 20 points of damage, but is definitely still up. Looks pretty hurt, though. As these cultists all sort of flank around. And that brings us to the initiatives for our Mouths of Vangle. So the Mouth of Vangle to the north is going to fly forward. It's full speed. It's actually going to use the dash action. There you go. That's as far as it can move. The one that's a sheep is going to go bah and run in a circle. And that completes our first round of combat and is 10 o'clock. Do you all want to go one more round, or do we want to wrap it up for the night?
Yes.
I'm
I'm
gonna
good to
pass
go
out.
more.
All right. If you're going to pass out,
Like I can leave and you guys can keep going, but I can't make it another round.
no.
I need to eat.
You're the
dinner.
first
Yeah.
one to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like crying because I keep yawning so much that there's just like tears pouring out of my face.
Well, in
Okay.
that case, we'll wrap up. We'll leave it on a cliffhanger. One round of combat in. We have one of the mouths of Vangle is a sheep, the other is paralyzed, and the third one is slowly making its way into the center of the town.
Oh,
Yes.
does it take more damage from the cloud kill at the end of its turn? It's still in the cloud, right?
Sure. For now.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's cold.
so it just needs to make let me make that
Oh.
save real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
What's your save DC?
18.
And that's a con save?
Yeah, 40 or half.
It doesn't make it, so it takes 40. Or takes 20. It's cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns?
Nope.
All right, rock and roll. Well, we will return in 2 weeks' time to see how this scrap goes. While we are getting ready to wrap things up, everyone, please tell us who you are, what you do, who you're playing, your pronouns, their pronouns, anything you'd like to promote. And let's start that off with Lulu.
Hi, I'm Allie DeVries. I play Lulu. We're both she, her, and I don't have anything to promote.
Glorious. Next up, Charlie, your pertinence, please.
I'm Sarah Schreinerberg, she, her. I play Charlie, she, they. I'm doing Vlogtober over on YouTube, so I have a video every day and I'm exhausted.
Thank you very much for being here. I know it's a lot of work this month. Next up, that brings us to Nolo.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Mutant. I play Nolo. Both of us, he, him. You could find me under your bed.
Glorious. A wonderful place to be. Charlotte.
I'll always be there.
Like Superman. I'm always around those. Charlene, what you got?
Hey, I'm Corey, aka Narf on the interwebs, playing Charlong, both of us, they, them. I work on a video game called Caves of Cud. And you can check that out wherever you get your fine taste of video games
Glorious.
on the PC.
S-
It is only PC for now.
For now. Give it time. Holland, your pertinence, please.
I'm Milena, also known as Holland. I am Milena Deneno, or Milena Moves Mindfully on Instagram, and let's all go so Sarah can go to sleep. Bye.
Ithrin, anything that you'd like to promote?
Yeah. My name is Rachel. I've been playing Ithrin. We are both she, her, and you should check out everything I have on Stolen Fires. Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere you can find it. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Twitter's dead. I'm on Blue Sky.
It is a sad corpse. And speaking of sad corpses, my name is Travis. My pronouns are he, they. When I'm not running or playing in games, I'm writing them. You can find me online everywhere at Travis Legge. A couple things I want to remind you of is the World Below backer kit is currently going. This is an incredible fantasy game with horror elements. It looks like we're just under $3,000 or so from funding, which is super cool. It's just been up for a single day, so get over there and check it out if you haven't yet done so. Also want to remind you, if you're a Scarred Lands fan, we have the Bundle of Holding this month, with proceeds going to benefit the Bodhana Group, a wonderful charity that deals with mental health and the role-playing game space. And speaking of wonderful charities, we are also partnered with Make-A-Wish this month to support their Roll for Wishes campaign. We have already hit the funding goal for that, but I would love to see more. So if you've not yet done so, head over to the link in chat and donate a few bucks. Every dollar helps. I guess that's it for us. Thank you so much for being here. Be good to yourselves and each other. Make sure you get your shots, wear a mask. And I will be, if you're in Madison, Wisconsin, I will be up at Gamehole Con this weekend. So hope to see you out there soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.